Today, I wanted to take you through the creation of this piece, kind of walk you through what I was thinking as I was creating it, and just show you my process. So, I always start with laying down kind of a base foundation, and I have been starting with a dry brush technique just to get it to number one, dry quickly, but number two, give a textured feel to the base of all of my blocks. And then I typically go to Micron pen. I feel like the Micron pen really makes things pop and adds an element of contrast to the piece. So I drew this pothos plant that tends to pop up in a lot of my artwork. It sits on my desk at school and it is frequently included in my drawings. I finished that pothos plant and then I went on to add just this wavy texture in the background of some of the blocks. On the bottom right, I added more of a straight line plaid pattern, but again, just trying to build that base, add some contrast and interest across the piece. If you are enjoying this process video, I want to invite you to hit the subscribe button. It is so helpful to me, and I'll know that you like to see this type of content. After adding some Micron pen across the page, I typically jump to my Posca markers. I went for the pink. I've been liking this pink, blue, kind of purple, turquoise palette. And that's what a lot of my works from a few years ago included, so I think I'm getting back to my original palettes. I then add some texture and layers with tissue paper, as well as these turquoise paint strips that I tend to collect and just have a huge collection of. Once I added those, I was trying to figure out exactly what else I could add, and I really love when there's more texture in the piece. So I grabbed my oil pastels, added some texture across a few of the boxes, as well as almost like a shading within my pothos plant square. I then added a little bit of color to the pot, as well as you'll see me add some color to the leaves. I went back with some white Posca markers and added some little dots and lines there. There's that oiled pastel I was talking about on the leaves. I think it adds a good final touch. Lastly, I added some more paint strips to the bottom, and here's my final piece. If you want to see the step-by-step process and the longer version, you can check out this video right here.